Good evening. I think I finally figured out what the hell is wrong with my mic. Um, so part of the pop guard is actually, like, snapped a little bit at the bottom, and it's given it a weird shape when I look directly at it. So, like, I felt like it's been, like, facing... Sorry, hang on, let me try an angle. So usually it's front onto me here, right? But it feels like it's a bit more like that recently, and that's because it's, like, curving at the side it's broken on, which... I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. It's fucking crazy. Oh, I didn't change the text on the goddamn... on the stream. Just a second. Ah! The fuck did that move? Oh. Thank the Lord for Control-Z. That's all I'll say. Also, yeah, like, I think because of the way I've been having the microphone in raids too, I'm not used to the sound level this has when I have it elsewhere. So the sound might be a little bit off, because I also adjusted it because of that. Because I thought I'd have it in that position a bit more often until I realized what the actual fucking problem was. Alrighty then. I thought, because I've been itching for another job to level, besides, like, you know, getting Gunbreaker and stuff like that up. I'm still trying to set up more stuff with Vevern, because I definitely feel between, like, between the extra Shadowbringers role quests, the little extra thing in, I think it's 5.3, and then, Bosnia, that's the other one. I could probably make just a stream out of all of those, like getting them all out of the road and then following on with any one of those, or doing whatever the hell I want from that. But until I actually get into that position, I've been kind of itching to do something that isn't Hildebrand, to kind of have something to alternate between. So yeah, I'm going to go through the Lancer job quests. Now, you might be wondering, Warfy, usually, well, like, you start using those, like, when you stream. Like, how the fuck are you gonna get through 30 levels that quickly? Well, oh, I don't have this on my, thing yet. I might have... I'd have already leveled it to 30. Yeah, I got bored. What can I say? And I was looking for something that, like, wouldn't... I was looking for something I could burn a little bit of time against, too. I thought about doing something like Dancer or Machinist to kind of get a hang of those, but, like... Typically, it takes me, like, a dungeon for every, like, I don't know, 5 to 7 levels for me to really get a hold of the kit. So I thought, oh, I'll do one of the ones that I have to start from level 1 on. And Lancer was one of those, and I didn't want to finish off Vevern's jobs all in one go, so, yeah, we're going with Lancer. Now, because I have done the first quest for Lancer, I'm gonna replay that in the inn, so I can actually see it, because I ignored it thinking, I don't really want to go into a stream thinking about the job quests and not learn about it from scratch, you know? Or go into it, like, being able to stew on some stuff, like, I prefer to actually be able to, like, think about it in the moment, because, again, big reason I'm doing this stream and doing so much story stuff on the stream is to really, like, challenge myself to think quicker about things narrative-wise. So we're gonna do that. Discipline of War. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, wait, does the level 1 quest not... Also, wait, aren't there more quests than that in Marauder? It doesn't go straight to 20, surely. Oh, unless those are the only ones that have cutscenes. That's probably why the first one didn't, because, like, that cutscene has you actually pick up the... I think I may have made a mistake. Okay. In that case... I'm gonna have to pick up that job with someone else just to see that cutscene then. Or to see all that dialogue. I should have known that was the case. So I haven't looked too far into, the Unending Journey, like, as a mechanic. Because I haven't really had the need to look back through all of that stuff. Like, a lot of the MSQ I've obviously witnessed multiple times because I decided to do it all on multiple characters. Which means that, obviously, whoa, no, don't do that. Which means, obviously, that, I have seen the MSQ multiple times, and the stuff that I haven't seen multiple times is stuff that I've done on stream recently, or was small enough that I didn't really need the refresher at any point. Actually, what am I doing? I need to go to Gridania. So, like, I've never really looked over it in terms of what it actually does, its limitations and stuff like that, and, well, I guess I found out one of the limitations. Oh, fuck. Well, listen, Will. Why the fuck am I doing this? I'm making a cannon right now. You picked up a lance because you thought you'd go up against Ray and be like, aha, I can do that too. And then you got fucking trounced and went... Okay, maybe not. Maybe I can't best her with a fucking dexterous weapon. This is also where, one of the people from the Bard quest line came from. That's another thing I've been trying to think on, is, like, there's a couple of jobs, Warrior, Red, Mage, and Bard, that I've done off-stream to its completion at this point. And I'm wondering, like, how I should go back through those, if I'd want to level... Like, I probably wouldn't want to level someone up again, but if there's gonna be stuff that's missing because of the cutscenes, like... I wonder if you can New Game Plus the job quests. I'm gonna have to look at that. Anyway. Welcome to the Lancers Guild adventurer. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you've come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another, and further hone their skills under the tutelage of our fine instructors. Do you seek membership with us? I do. Very well. I shall provide you with an insight into the history of our guild. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful at Twelverswood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals ever since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalized at all. Owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by Wood Whaler Captain Mistal, nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive, but also continue to evolve. Oh, interesting. So this is like juxtaposed to Archer, where... Oh, well... Actually, I don't remember off the top of my head if Archer was, like, upfront as bad as, like, the inherent racism that's kind of in Gridania, but anything that the guild may be able to claim in terms of just accepting everyone is immediately thwarted because fucking what's-his-name overshadows the Archer questline to a massive degree and is just racist at every opportunity. So hopefully this is a bit different. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment procedures. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? I sure have. Julian wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Lancers Guild. Oh my god, I can't stop burping this early into the bloody stream. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Uwain know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. What's up? Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. I see you have some combat experience, yet it remains to be seen if such skills as you have acquired will avail you here. No matter. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. There exist myriad fighting styles. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Samurai and Black Mage might give you a run for your money, buddy. Although well, no, they got Battle Litany, which isn't like a... I was thinking of Battle Litany because I'm like, no, that's a utility, but no, it's an offensive utility, so I guess they still... This is one of those times I'm reading into things too much. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favoring armor of leather and chain. Such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. Lancer's worth may be measured quite simply, in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Yep. This would actually be a good fit for, like, a little, like, tiff between Ray and Will, actually. Because Ray's got the strength and the speed, but Will has got, like, the tactical side. Yeah, oh, fuck. Writing fanfiction in my head during my stream. Sorry. Well said, adventurer. See no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglected to introduce myself. I am Wayne, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I shall add to your hunting log the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. So, in celebration of the occasion, I hereby present you with your very own spear. Arm yourself with it and speak to me once more. I would have you undertake your first task. A trial, to be precise. Yay. I made up for the shit I missed. Oh, I can't believe that. Go me. Damn. No fucking queues either. That's actually nuts. I can't remember the last time I logged on and there was, like, no one in queue. Oh, right. I went to bed at the fucking, the inn. So, of course, I got that. Cool. Now we can actually go and do the quest line. Oh, that's a brilliant way to start off a stream. Hey, we're gonna do this thing. Oh, wait a minute. 10-minute detour so I can actually get the first little bit of it done. Oops. I've got to admit, though, So I think this is one of the first jobs or classes I've leveled since level 1 in a while. Because not getting... so I went into Palace of the Dead, specifically. To kind of level up, and then did a few dungeons here and there. Not having any AoE ability, like, at all, up until level 30, I think is unique. Like, I went back through some of the jobs I had used since that lower level, just to check. Like, some of the jobs that are, like, you know, only start at 60, 50, or whatever, might have been exceptions to that because, like, you know, foresight or something like that. But I was really curious to see if, like, how many jobs actually didn't have any AoE abilities until, like, their job. Because Lancet doesn't. And I'm pretty sure, like, some AoE abilities are tied to the class. Thaumaturge from memory has, like, Blizzard 2, I think, at the very least, like, early on. I don't... Well, actually, no, maybe it had Fire 2. But yeah, I actually realized that, no, you don't get your AoE ability for a while, regardless of the job, but yeah, Lancer doesn't have anything. It's kind of sad. Hey, buddy. Uwain wishes to assign you your first trial as a member of the Lancers Guild. So you're able to discern one end of the spear from the other. Good. You were doubtless eager to put your new weapon to the test, which is well, for I too have a test in mind, or rather, a trial. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and pit yourself against the creatures that roam just outside the city. Squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let us say, 3 of each and then report back to me. I also forgot that, like, the level 5 quests are literally here. Do these selected things on your hunting log, then come back. Like, you hadn't just used the hunting log to get to level 5 in the first place. Where am I going? I want to go to Central. But I guess, like, starting out, you'd obviously, Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Oh, is that specifically a... Oh, yeah, it probably is. Probably the same with Lance Charge as well. I didn't realize I didn't have that. That's nuts. Oh my god, my melees are enough to just obliterate them. Boom. Oh, hi. There you are. Because, yeah, like, I... Now that I think about it, what was the last job I leveled from level 1? Was it Pugilist? Yeah, it might have been Pugilist/Monk. Because then I think I went Sage, Gunbreaker... Oh, no, it was Paladin. Paladin was the last one. Gladiator Paladin. That was a while ago. Well, that doesn't feel as long ago, but it's still a little bit ago. I think this weekend made me realize how much I hadn't actually been streaming, because, like, I basically haven't done, like, a consistent weekend stream since Nirvana Initiative ended. And to be fair, like, there were extenuating circumstances. Like, well, the first weekend, I just needed a break. The second weekend, stuff was happening in life, and I was not in a position to do that. And then this weekend is just been a mess trying to, like, or ending up having a fair bit of stuff that might be going on, but, like, probably some stuff that's cancelled, like, yeah. It's a shame, but, like, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I gotta make sure I'm not, like, burning myself out doing, like, too much, and the stream is something that's gonna suffer from that, because life takes precedence, and also my health does, so, like, yeah. So you're back. Trust you've learned something of the essence of our art. Lanza learns best when he is doing, each thrust making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. That as well. It is clear you see the truth in my words. That will be all for the present. Now, take up your weapon, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. Oh no, that was the level 1. This is level 5. I'm not paying attention. Guildmaster Huayin would teach you the meaning of courage. Ah, you've returned. I take from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good. You're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You'll recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this, and you will be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so to your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to Vilekin, known as Yazons. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. One must go through the mind of their victim in that instant. Panic, despair. Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome... noisome? Is that noisy, or... Hang on. Noisome. Having an extremely offensive smell. Huh. Very disagreeable or unpleasant. Again, I would have assumed noisy, but yeah. And use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of their nest. Maybe it may be that only one curious Yazon appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Central Shroud, I think he said. There isn't going to be too many situations I feel comfortable, like, just going straight into the leveling, especially from a low level. Oh, wow, I've got a fair few to pick from. Huh. I mean, the only one I've got to level from 1 is, like, Ninja. So, like, I don't feel too bad about leveling that from that, but I don't think I'm going to do this too often, where I'm just like, I'll burn through most of the leveling and then do the job quests. Because whilst I do, whilst I do like doing the leveling on stream, having some of it for myself is also good. So, like, where possible, like, kind of, like, dispersing that a bit amongst streams is probably better than, like, probably better than, I'm just gonna kill them before I get to use the Surge. Probably better than doing all of one or the other, I feel. Because I also like talking about their design, like, talking about the fact that Lancer doesn't seem to have a, an AoE, or doesn't have an AoE ability before it gets to Dragoon, but has, like, Life Surge, which is reasonably unique, and also a maintenance buff, like, pretty early on. Yeah. I like thinking about that, I like talking about that. Why the fuck did I walk here? Oh. Gotta walk the rest of the way now. It's, well, most of the way. This is also what happens when I get talking. I get fucking distracted, too. Which is fine in a dungeon, because then I'm like, all I have to do is press buttons and live. That isn't too hard to do. Welcome back, Rayon. Well done. Trust you now understand that, in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail the Lancer who lacks composure. Yeah, I definitely didn't just wreck those through pure strength. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely, his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is naught but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not and will never be a shield. And that you will learn the truth of my words that you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the Central Shroud, to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirithold. Since the calamity, the neck of the 12-Swood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? To reveal that would be to defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I will say only this. If you face these foes with a Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you've completed the trial, pray report to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you would benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he is doing, aye, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Rayon, and do as I bid you. There's actually a bit of back and forth for, like, the first quest. I would have expected this bit to be the second, of like, okay, let's talk about it, and then maybe talk to the receptionist, because she's gone through a bit, and, like, spread it out a bit more over, like, a couple of quests, but... Going at speed. Oh. Hey, what's up? God, ooh, Jesus. The music really cuts away very quickly. It's kind of disconcerting. Alright, I poked them all with the spear. I'm done. Ugh. God, I'm burning through gil faster than the job is going to pay me. Okay, I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. Huh? Jeez, that icon doesn't usually come up in... Wait, I turned off auto-advance. Why is there auto-advance... Okay, that's weird. I've been expecting you, Rayan. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each other, or training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavor may prove difficult in the beginning. Gods know how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of a conflict in ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Wayne, but if there is aught I can do to assist in your training... What was that? Something is afoot in the training area. Huh. It, like, locked me into a cutscene before... Weird. That's an edgy boy. And you call yourselves Lancers? Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I'm above provocation. Craven to the last man. But what have we here? Wait, she is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted her to your ranks, did you not? Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. There's not more to see. Return to your drills. Right back to the push-ups. The fuck was that? Rayan? Made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, there's little consequence now. You need pay no further no further heed to our invited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, The composure to bring the sum of your strength and skill to bear against your foes. And the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you. One that will put your courage to the test. Till then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the money, thanks. Courage of Stone. Guildmaster Yuane has a mind to test your courage. Okay. Ah, Rayon. I swear you've gained an ilm around the arms since last we spoke. Oh my god, my fucking notifications are often... Is that Ash? Hold the fucking phone. Oh, that's right, I moved it because Luca... Fuck. And then it was on a white background of the fucking art I have. I really need to fix my fucking notifications. And yes, it was Ash. Hi! Hello! God damn it, we were talking so much about, like, oh my god, we need to make sure we're following each other that, like... I'm not gonna lie, I assumed you probably followed me and I didn't notice because someone else was, or... I had a lot of people come in for, the Nirvana Initiative streams, so I assumed at some point you did actually, follow. But hi! Good... morning? Wait, what fucking time is it? I can't check because... 10 here. Oh god, can I do math at this time of night? It's like 6 or 7 in the morning. Well, I guess it depends on what coast you're in, but hi! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. I see you've been very fucking busy. Can't believe it's taken me this long to follow you. I'm so sorry. Listen, you've been... Like I just said, you've been incredibly fucking busy. I don't... like, it makes sense. You have so much going on. Actually, speaking of... Hang on a second. Oh god, do I remember my fucking Moobot commands or not? Do I remember? Yes, I do. 7 AM? Okay, yeah. So I wasn't too far off. But hey, if y'all aren't following Ash, they do some streams too. They also work a business for where they do a lot of video. Or it's not just candles. I can't be. I'm doing this on the spot late at night and having had a few. This is the worst time for me to actually try and plug you. I am so sorry, Ash. But seriously, if you don't know who Ash is, I highly recommend following his Twitch. Following them on Twitter and that as well. They do some really, really creative stuff. Video game adjacent, so please do that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's been crazy busy. Yeah, like, yeah, I imagine, like, you know, trying to go full-time with that is intimidating, time-consuming, and fucking stressful. Thank you, I'm trying. This is partly meant to be, like, me turn off my brain and swing a spear around in 14. And then I'm trying to, like, rack my brain off the top of my head of how to, like, plug you. Ilm around the arm. I hate this comment because I can't make her buff, and that makes me upset. Anyway. There will never not be a 14 stream where I complain about the customization at some point. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I've toyed around with the idea of doing, like, or trying to delve into something more like this part-time, or, like, video editing and using this as a way to kind of get into that. But, like, every time I think about it, I'm just like, listen, my 9-to-5 programming job is really interesting. I don't have to do any of the managerial side of it. I just have to go in there, I have to do my job, and then I have to leave. And it's just like, I don't know if I need more stress in my life. Because a couple of times I do have the added stress, it's like, I don't know how I'd survive if I didn't have a team with me. Okay. Back to some dialogue, so I can at least get past some dialogue and do some shit while I gush about Ash. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. So you've come prepared for battle, that is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the where the what? Anoles? God, we're learning some fucking words today. Holy shit. Anoles. Anolis is a genus of anoles, iguana lizards. Lizards, iguanas. Okay, interesting. Where anoles claim dominion. Okay, right. Iguanas claim dominion. Got it. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through a whole pack. Need some water. Whoops. Whole packs of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage. But given time and no small amount of perseverance, I'm confident you will prove equal to the task. Thank you. I understand that. I have seen some video editing jobs on Hitmaker that were remote part-timers, I think, so that maybe sounds like the workload wouldn't be too intense. Probably. So the problem is that, like, in terms of the stuff I already kind of, like, manage for my job, right? It's a little bit of project management, but on, like, a very small scale, and I imagine it would be similar. Like, the problem is that, like, I don't have the foundation of knowledge yet. Whereas with the job I've got now, if I say, hey, I want to learn this thing, if there's, and I know there's, like, we're going to be doing some of it at some point, they're going to be like, okay, well, set aside a couple of days to learn it and do that and blah, blah, blah. Whereas at the moment, I need to, like, obviously do that in my own time before I even look for a freelancing job. And the last time I looked for a freelancing programming job, admittedly not video editing, boy, some of the requirements for that were steep. At least the ones that gave me enough freedom that I was comfortable with. But I mean, still, like, realistically speaking, like, I really like programming in that, and I feel like not that it would be a mistake to try, but I feel really comfortable with where I'm at the moment, and it is furthering a career I actually want, so, like, you know, kind of hard to argue at the end of the day. Yeah, specifically, like, I was talking to who I found out was eventually a recruiter, and, halfway through the conversation, we got started talking about, what was it? Like, it was a freelance gig doing a very specific job, and he was asking me for pay, and I'm like, well, listen, like, I'm kind of new to this. I understand pay rate is kind of XYZ. So I'd be looking for something in that ballpark. What is the kind of thing what is the kind of thing that would be within your range? And he's like, well, I mean, why aren't you just telling me your rate? And I was like, well, I'm trying to grasp, like, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, because, like, if I'm just going to pitch you a number without knowing your context, like, you're just going to either, like, you're either looking for a very specific number, or you're looking to negotiate whatever number I throw at you, so you might as well be the first one. And halfway through the thing I was about to say, he just hung up. I'm like, bro, you were looking for people with, like, barely any experience. What did you fucking think you were gonna get when you were gonna be negotiating pay with these people? Like, I don't know. I reckon that guy personally was, like, looking for someone he could, like, lowball or pay, like, really shittily. So, like, I'm glad I got dumpstered in that way, because, man, I would have regretted going in for whatever the fuck that was. Congratulations, you have obtained the false Stone of Courage. Oh. Aye, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is... Falque? 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 Falque sounds neat, actually. It also suits him to a little bit of a degree. My name is Falque. We had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancers Guild, if you recall. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instant that I sensed you unlike the others, that you had promise. And so, to the present. In its current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirithold, under the guard of Fell Fiends. Far more fitting challenge, as I am sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Wayne will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. I've actually got a couple of hours of sleep to catch up on, so if it's okay, I'll be lurking. Nah, that's all good. You, like, it 7 a.m., you are clearly also, again, you're very busy. I appreciate the follow, I appreciate you catching up, it's good to talk again, but you get your sleep. You damn well get your sleep. Fuck, I was about to say something, I know I almost burped. Yeah, thank you for coming around. I hope you do have a good sleep. Make sure you're looking after yourself, and I hope things go well. Good night. Or good morning, however that works. Yet know that a lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Yeah, so of course I stubbornly go straight there. Yeah. The Warrior of Light, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, I put this thing you're looking for into a trap. Walks into the trap. Dunce. So awesome getting to catch you live. Thank you so much for the well wishes, and I hope you have a lovely night. You too. Yeah, like, I wish we could catch each other's streams more often, but unfortunately time zones exist, and they're pains at the best of times. Now, where the fuck is this thing? There it is. Hi. It kind of breaks the immersion a little bit when I'm, like, over-leveled for all of this shit, too. It's like one of the very few negatives of doing stuff ahead of time for stream, is that sometimes a person will talk up, oh, this is a challenge, and I mean, it's still a video game, like, you're gonna be able to overcome it at whatever level the game expects you to be at, but it is a little underwhelming when it's like, oh, I put them in more of a challenging place for you, I hope you can survive, and I still one-hit everything I go through. It's probably a little bit It's probably killing the tension just a little bit. What the hell is this shiny button here? I swear to God, every Twitch chat I go to, since they added, like, since they added the ability to configure highlighting messages from, like, mods, VIPs, ats, and stuff like that, I swear every single chat I go into has that blinking light still, and for some reason I didn't have it clicked in my mod view, so... Awesome. Would have thought I learnt the fucking settings the first time I saw it, but no, I need to check it on every channel. So if you returned, tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? I sure was. A heavy stone used by the Wood Whalers for training with the lance. Yes, this is indeed the stone. It is in rather worse condition than when I last saw it. What happened to Naked Rock? Your boy took it. The Lancer who had but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold. Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles without training. 7 hells. This is not to be borne. Listen well, Rayan. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is a vainglorious tripe. As you have already learned, a Lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no apprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annals territories served to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirithold did not. I mean, I flew to both of them, but... As you continue your training, pray keep the lesson of this trial close to your heart. I'll take the money, my man. What are we up to now? 15? Ah, now I get the ranged ability. Guildmaster Ywain urgently needs you to travel to the East Shroud in his stead. Ah, Round. You come at a good time. I urgently require your help. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Falcu paid us another visit, seemingly intent upon reprising the performance he gave on the day of your first meeting. As on that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. It seems one of our younger members took offense at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have since departed to duel in the East Shroud. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly, and rebuked the lad for letting pride cloud his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late, and the boy is gone. All we can do now is ensure that the hot-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair ere you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Rayan. Pray go to the East Shroud in my stead, and watch over our comrade. I gotta close some tabs. I just realized I had, like, 7 extra ones open from, like... I think it was, like, dawdling before the stream, to be honest, but... Yeah. Know that almost every time I stream, if it's not in the morning, because usually I just, like, get into it ASAP, because I just woke up. But, like, pretty much every time I am about to stream in the afternoon, like, 90% of the time, I've sat there for, like, 10 minutes, picking a title and stuff like that. Excuse me. Okay, no more, I guess. Okay, you didn't kill him. Well, you didn't kill them. Good. Hey. So we meet again. You remember who I am, I trust? I do. And of course, you remember your mentor. He who taught you the true meaning of courage. I still think Estinian has a thing or two above you lot, but I understand you were able to retrieve the Stone of Courage and Spirit Hold. Seems I was right about you. Aye, you have the makings of a true Lancer, unlike those charlatans at the Lancers Guild. It is well that you... Do you have fucking Horschaffon's hair too? Oh, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. It is well that that you have come to me, for I have just the trial for you. One that will do wonders for your courage. Not interested, you say? Ah, but you have no choice. Should you refuse... Well, suffice it to say that I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade here. When last we spoke, I told you that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must seek out better sport. Ah, but fear not, for I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. Take this alchemic potation and sprinkle it upon the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will garner you the wrath of a certain creature, which you must then strike down. Okay. Now, let me just clear the battlefield real quick. Oh, I didn't combo into that, because I'm a dummy. Alchemic potation. A highly toxic liquid entrusted to you by the rogue Lancer Falcue. Or Falcue. Oh, okay. What? Wait, where the fuck did... Oh, there you are. I beat it. My apologies. So you've vanquished the Treant. Well done. By striking down that frenzied creature, you have further strengthened your courage. Release your comrade? Oh, I shall, once you've completed my next trial. This one will pit you against a multitude of foes. Make your way to Lifemen's Stump in the Central Shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot along the forest path to lie in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there at this time of year, and it should not be long before a pack appears. When the beasts show themselves, you are to slay their leader, the Alpha Wolf. I shall be observing from close up, the better to offer you advice. Oh yeah, advice. Like, I need it from you, bud. Listen, I have a car. I'll just run them all over. It's easy. Oh, actually, that might be shorter to just mount up through here, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be a fight. Okay, so I still have Disembowel. That's nice. I think that's 18. Level 18. Oh. Okay. The Alpha Wolf paralyzes you. Okay. Oh my god, he actually left me, the little shit. I did it. You'd be congratulated, Rayon. By throwing yourself into the midst of danger, you have further tempered your courage. And in the process, you have brought peace to Lightman's Stump, a place considered sacred by the people of Gridania. Oh. Having undertaken my trials, you must now see that those issued by the Guild are naught but child's play. Mine is the one true path to courage. All others lead to ignominy. If you wish to become a lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave Ywain in his house of cravens, never to return. Nah, I'm good. For your sake, I pray you do so soon. Till we meet again. Huh. Now that's interesting, because I'm pretty sure that same stump is the one that you help Ida and Papalimo save in the MSQ when you start off in Gridania. So he's not just, like, throwing you to the wolves. Oh, sorry, let me try that again. He's not just throwing you to the wolves. Yeah. He's, he's, like, actually doing stuff with, like, thought. And I'm guessing, like, throwing us into Spirit Home, or whatever the fuck the name was, is probably clearing out something he wanted to get rid of himself, I think? Or at least, like, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Rayon. Oh, thank the gods you are safe. That young fool of a lancer returned but moments ago, and through choked tears recounted to me all that transpired. I understand Falcu again attempted to force upon you his corrupted notion of courage. Cannot say this often enough. A lancer strengthens his courage by tempering his composure and resolve, not by rushing headlong into danger. You were able to overcome Falcu's trials, 'tis true, yet know that you did so by virtue of true courage, that is, courage born of composure and resolve. You faltered not before the fury of a frenzied treant, nor did you succumb to panic when surrounded by bloodthirsty wolves. Owing to this, you were able to perform to the fullest of your potential. You have come far, Rayon. It is past time that I taught you the piercing talon technique, one of the most versatile weapons in the Lancer's arsenal. May it serve you well. Now, I must needs decide what course of action to take with regard to your self-appointed mentor. Though no lives were lost, this latest incident only serves to confirm what I have long suspected, that Falcu will cause great harm if left to propagate his corrupted notion of courage. Must be persuaded to desist, though I do not yet know how. And Happy's regard for you could be turned to our advantage, but leave such considerations to me. For the time being, you would do well to put Falcu from your mind. Focus on your training and strive to master the technique I've taught you. I look forward to our next meeting. Yay. I'll take the money again. I did it. I can throw a spear. 20? Yeah. Guildmaster Ywain has a trial in mind for which promises to be more dangerous than any you have faced thus far. I've been expecting you, Rayon. You've been training hard, I trust. I would set you your next trial, one more dangerous than any you have faced before. But I would not send an unprepared woman to her death. Before we proceed, I must needs verify your progress with mine own eyes. You will face 3 experienced lancers in single combat. Defeat each one in succession, and you will prove yourself to fit to undertake the trial. Arm yourself and take your place in the training area. We begin when you are ready. Okay. Fuck. Thank you. A little weird how the hitboxes overlap sometimes. Well done, Rayon. Okay. Impressive, Rayon. Most impressive. You're ready to face the trial. Yet I do not exaggerate when I said it would be dangerous. Make no mistake, to take this test is to risk death. Knowing this, do you still wish to proceed? Of course. You disappoint me. Back again, are you? That woman is the only soul in this pathetic excuse for a guild who shows any promise. Which is why I counseled her to leave you. Alas, she has chosen to remain in your house of cravens. Such a waste. This guild has outlived its purpose, and I mean to see its doors shut and barred for good. If you wish to object, I invite you to do so with lance in hand. You're not one for confidence, sir. But answer me this. What gods do you hold against us? For what reason do you choose this of all crusades? I detest cravens who would proclaim their courage, and like nothing better than to crush them. That is my reason. Well, the fixity of your purpose is clear, even if your reasoning is not. So be it. Suffice it to say, you will not have your way without a fight. Oh, but do not presume that I will be your opponent. No, you must face the Lancer over whom you so grandly claimed mentorship. The one woman among us with whose potential you can condescended to acknowledge. Rayon shall represent us all. As guild master, I wager the fate of the guild upon her lance. Huh. Do as you will, coward. It is your guild to throw away. You may even set the terms of the contest. Very well. Rayon is here to undertake a trial. I challenge you to complete the task before she does. You are to travel to the East Shroud and prove your courage before the Lord of the Bramble Patch. He is a giant amongst boars, unrivaled in strength and savagery, and ruler of all his kind. You must go before this fearsome creature and stand your ground. Know, though, that the Lord of the Bramble Patch will not grant an audience to just anyone. You must needs present him an offering of the bloody tusks of his subjects, the wild boars that inhabit his domain. When you prepared your offering, leave it upon an area of trampled earth. Drawn to the stench of blood, the Lord of the Bramble Patch will soon appear. That is all. Are there any questions? No? Then let the trial commence. I don't like that I'm gonna be stuck in quest time for this. I would actually much prefer just fucking fighting, Falq, but of course I know that's how I would 100% win, I guess. 10 tusks, huh? Am I getting one at a time, or has that been... I feel like I killed 4 and gotten 5. Oh, don't tell me there's a pimple on the fucking bridge of my nose. Fucking worse luck with them recently. No. Ray, put away the spear. We're here for other game. Don't fucking do that. Hi. Oh. That's a big hog. Oh, right. I don't have the fucking finisher. God damn it. Why are there sprites coming to attack? What? Oh, get wrecked. Ray. Yeah. You shan't find much sport in these two. Come back another day, my friend. What? What the fuck? Well done, Rayon. You have completed the trial. I trust you now see the truth of my words. Hurling yourself into the midst of danger is not courage. It is folly. No. This proves nothing. I refuse to accept... You refuse to accept the weakness within you. Oof. Wow. Yeah, you walk away. No, Rayon. Leave him be. Your work here is done. Return to the guild. I shall see you there presently. So did he, like, tame that hog at some point? Like, what the fuck was that? I thought this was gonna go the way of the Paladin questline, where it's like, oh yeah, we've had the fucking conflict of how this thing should be run, and oh, of course the Outsider has a point, but no, the Outsider just got his fucking shit wrecked. And then the Guildmaster's like, yeah, okay, Wild Beast, you can go now, I appreciate your help. Do you get it now? Like, what? Having gone through the job quests in the order I have, that's actually really refreshing. I will not lie to you. You're no match for the Lord of the Bramble Patch. Had you betrayed any hint of fear, he would have gored you in the space of a moment, and feasted on your entrails. But you stood your ground, holding fast to your composure and resolve. Thus were you able to stare terror in the face and survive unscathed. Well done, Rayan. You have overcome the greatest hurdle in the quest to become master of your own courage. You may now bring to bear the full extent of your abilities upon even the mightiest of foes. As for Falcu, well, if there is a shred of reason left in him, he will have learned the self-same lessons as you this day. Painful though the experience must surely have been, one can only hope that it will serve to open his eyes to the truth. Go forth, Rayan, and prepare yourself for further trials. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright. Questions and lances. Guildmaster Wayne wants you to learn from other masters of the lance's art. It was good to see you again, Rayan. Stronger than when we last we spoke. Plainly, you've devoted many hours to training, which is just as well, for I have in mind to set you your next task. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage on to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Mathiomi. Mathiomi? Seek him out at Amarasai's spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. Long years at his post have honed Mathiomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Rayan, and do as he bids you. I suppose in some regard, this quest is kind of similar. I think it's more like, more the fact that you're kind of coming and going, learning some stuff in between, and then, like, going away again, that makes me think this is a bit different than usual. Whereas it isn't really. I don't know, like, the pacing is the same, but, like, what we're doing isn't. I'm having, like, a hard time, like, expressing why this feels distinct. Despite that? I don't know. And I may as well get the hunting log down while I'm here. Oh, is this the guy that was watching our... no, I think he had different hair. Blah. It must be the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mathiomi. Mathiomi. Commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now, let's have a good look at you. I see. Possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt, but you someone for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much and more. Mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide, and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary lancers of old faltered at times. No lancer, nor any man, can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night, which you are to vanquish. Okay. Oh god, am I really going to do something for all of them? Jesus, this is going to be a while. Or we're going to be a while at this. I was considering doing some, like, light stuff after this, but I think it's, like, gonna be late enough that I probably don't want to do much, to be honest. Especially if I do end up deciding to do something tomorrow as well, like, yeah, I don't want to... Oh, and the fact that I might have Saturday night, out. Yeah, I really don't want to, like, not give myself any rest, as it were. Welcome back, lass. I'm all done. I've all witnessed your battle with mine own eyes. The bloodbat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet, to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Ywain has taught you well, young man. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Buscaron's druthers in the South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Buscaron himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art. Though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear, his words are well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead. Good though it is. By meeting Buscaron and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Is that the... Is that the guy that gets us to help him with the drunkards in his tavern? I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. I'm gonna be honest. I have done the intro quests for all cities, but Gridania is the one I remember the least, I think. Or, sorry, no, this is part of main MSQ. Even the main MSQ parts that are in Gridania, I don't really remember that well. But I do remember this bit. Yeah. Well, if it isn't, Ywain's protege, thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buscaron, and this here's my place. In case you're wondering why old Ywain sent you, I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened up the druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now. So if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, with this nice bottle of full flower mead... Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Mistel's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See, the bottle's safely there. Oh, see the bottle safely there, completely with its contents. When you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. Okay. This seems like a runaround. Seems like a runaround more than me slaying bats for no reason. Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't read the description of the... Fuck. No. Huh? What am I... Oh, there was a thing just there. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I did the thing. Whoa, sorry, shit, I'm sorry. I drove a car into your fucking... establishment. So you offered up the mead as I told you? And without drinking a drop? Very well, you shall have a tale of me, as promised. Mistal is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the moment I sent you to his was erected in his honor. Mistal was courage made flesh. Cut him and I dare say he'd have bled this stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering him. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelveswood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forest-born were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Mistel wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers. And by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That would have been impossible if that wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistal. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. Hey, what's that? When's the trial? Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, lass. My part in your training's done. 'Tis time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vauclair. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbing Cork, like as not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Fallgord Float? In case you don't know. Up in the North Shroud it is. Vauclair's an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he's a right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humours. So, good luck with impressing him. Oh boy. Oh, actually, I might know who this is. The name sounded familiar, but, like, I think especially when it comes to a lot of the, Elazin and Ishgard-inspired names, like, they all kind of run together, because, like, they're pronounced, not in the same way, but in, like, a way that's, like, familiar enough that I confuse all of them. Hey, I remember you. Damn it, blast, that hurts. That Ixal Peckard, the Ixal Peckard curse their godless feathered hearts. Rip. Actually, I don't think you're the person I was thinking of, but it's alright. No, I don't think I know who you are. I take it you were the young lancer of whom Ywain spoke, and an adventurer besides, by the look of you. I was an adventurer once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You have come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient an instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far, you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only where there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervour, until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Okay. Oh, right at the front. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there are, like, balloons everywhere. I hope I don't have to traverse too far to get all of them. But it looks like I'm gonna have to, because there ain't that many around here. What? Fuck off. Why are they called fingers when they're balloons? What's up? There is more. Thank God. Oh, I had Life Surge. No. Oh. I don't think I have an interrupt, do I? Well, didn't exactly get its opportunity to go up in flames. I hope that counts. I did it. So, you have vanquished the red balloon. No less than I would expect of one of your Waynes. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us, after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to you, Wayne, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Hey, Wayne, go visit your mate. Fuck are you doing? Oh. Okay, good. I remember to actually change that from display. Sorry, just checking something. So for a while now, or at least, like, a couple of weeks ago, and something I've been keeping an eye on since, is when, like, my, bitrate goes a bit bad. So I've, like, had to keep an eye out on it, because, like, it started going bad, or it went bad a couple of times a while ago. Like, I feel like it was a, was it a random 14 stream, or was it a raid? I can't remember which. But since then, like, I've had the little dips and little frame drops here and there. So I'm, like, waiting for, like, a complete disconnect at some point, but so far it's been pretty good. But, yeah, I want to keep an eye on it, because, like, I want to see if I can figure out, what exactly is causing it. Because I feel like it's been incredibly stable since the last time we had to get it fixed. And yeah, I just gotta try and keep on top of it. Especially if it's just something I've, like, left running in the background. I remember leaving, like, a FF Wiki on during one stream, and yeah, it fucking murdered the bitrate, so... Old Volclair demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, shall see what I can do. As for you, Rayon, well done. I never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I am no less proud of you having done so. You have travelled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your next final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. Proof of might. Guildmaster Uwain would set you a final trial. Alright, so where does FFXIV come into this? Ah, Rayon. Ever a sight for sore eyes? By your return, I take it you are ready for the final trial. Very well. Let us... Guildmaster Uwain! You wounded? What has happened? We were attacked, sir, by a Duskwhite Lancer as we trained in the forest. He was impossibly strong. A demon. He kept screaming something about teaching his true courage. No. Not him. Not FFXIV. We were in the northwest corner of the central shroud when it happened. I was able to get away, but the others... You must help the others. Ugh. Be strong, man. Sorry, Rayon. The trial must wait. Pray make haste to the central shroud and help your comrades. And Rayon, should FFXIV force your hand, do what must be done. 12 speed you on your way. Oh, you done fucked up now, buddy. I've been given carte blanche to wreck you, if needs be. That is a bad sign for you. Yeah, not that I have many abilities to actually work with. Speaking of, I'll probably finish up this quest, then get the Dragoon Soulstone, and then probably call it, I think. It's getting pretty late, and that'll probably be like 2 hours and a bit. So, it's a decent amount of stream, especially when I'm like, using my voice a lot. Scarred Lance. Oh, fucking god. Well, that ain't FFXIV's Lance. Help! For the love of the 12, help me! Motherfucker. Come on, hit him. What the fuck? Auto attack. So now he's deliberately laying bait for me to save. Fuck me. Aye, my life friend. Another breath that I would have become worm fodder. The Duskwhite Lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. You should have seen the look in his eyes when he said it. Mad bastard. Where the fuck did he go? Huh? Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the North Shroud. Maybe in the direction of Fallgourd Float? I can't say for sure. I was concentrating on the Scalekin at the time. If it's a reckoning you seek, you'll like to be disappointed. Ugh. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms already have alerted the whalers. Dare say Duskwhite is being held at spear point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own piss. So the bastard right and all. What kept you? Helping your comrades, you say? Fool. You waste your pity on false friends. It is only a matter of time before they betray you. Aye, just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. Oh, here we go. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania, and a man of the Lancers Guild. Yet life is not easy. For want of the coin to obtain the barest necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. The theft soon came to light, and though there were no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within the ranks. An air of suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth, until, at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing. Only for them to bite their craven tongues after I had stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. And so it was that I alone took the blame. Of course it was the Duskwhite, everyone said. There it is. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead, they called me vulgar names that I dare not care to repeat. Can you imagine the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal? Would that I had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. Driven by vengeance with no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. I strode into the lairs of ravenous fiends while drenched in blood. I put their helpless offspring to the spear that I might face the unbridled fury of their kin. Okay, Xenos. For my efforts, I have acquired the ultimate courage. A courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing. I am the greatest lancer that has ever lived. I'll give you something to fear, motherfucker. No, I will. I mean, listen, bud, if this is the only trick you've got up your... Oh, shit. Something in my desk poked my wrist. Fuck. Oh. Fuck you. Impossible. My courage is absolute. Oh, for fuck. No! Come no closer. Okay, then. What? Alright, that was not the way I thought that was gonna go. I thought I was just gonna, like, call his fucking bluff, and then he kind of, like, just whimpers at the end. Not, like... But I guess he was also stubborn enough that, like, no, my courage is absolute, you can't put the fear into me, whatever I'm feeling right now can't be fear, I'm courageous. Like, fucking what? He's just dead. Oh! God, that was unceremonious. Oh my god. So FFXIV is no more. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different. Fate not dealt him such a cruel hand. He could have commanded a place of honor within these halls. But it avails us not to dwell upon what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us, Rayon. Unless you wonder about your final trial, there will be none. I've seen all I need to see. You have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that yours is a genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the Secrets of Lance charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. Excuse me. You are a Lancer in your own right now. There is naught more I can teach you. From here onwards, it is up to you to seek out such challenges as will make you grow. Like attracts like, and the strong are drawn to the strong. Just as I once knew for a certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Patch, so too will you find, or be found by, an adversary of equal worth. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you need fear. Keep close to your heart the lessons you have learned here, and go forth to blaze a new trail with spear in hand. I can't believe this questline ends like this. That's nuts. That's insane. Fucking what? Oh, okay. Jesus. Jump. Ewain seeks your aid in assisting an old friend. Ah, dare say you might just be the right woman for the job. The guild has urgent need of a capable lancer for a mission beyond our nation's borders. Hear me out, if you will. I received word from an Ishgardian friend to the effect that he requires our aid. I would have you go and provide that aid. As you may already know, due to her ongoing conflict with the dragons, Ishgard has kept her gates closed to outsiders for some time. The occasional dragoon on patrol duty is about all folks see these days. In spite of her self-imposed isolation, however, the Holy See has never failed to honor her obligations to her allies. I don't know about that. It is only fitting that we answer the call and lend what assistance we can. To this end, we offered to dispatch a contingent of wood whalers with all haste, but were politely informed that they would not be welcome, much to our initial confusion. It was later explained that we are dealing with a matter of some sensitivity, best handled by individuals who are capable and trustworthy, yet unbound by allegiance. And who fits that description save adventurers? Secrecy being paramount, I can provide no details as to the nature of the task. All you need to know will be revealed at the rendezvous point. Should you accept the mission, take yourself to the observatorium. A knight by the name of Sir Alberic will receive you upon arrival. Okay. So I'm assuming this, like, Dragonhead's the closest, I think. I'm assuming this questline probably, like, takes place during ARR, so we're gonna have, like, pre-Heavensward Estinian, if we run into him. I mean, I assume that's who we saw in the quest thing there. I'd be very surprised if there was another, if there was another just random Dragoon we met. Although, like, come to think of it, I probably would welcome, like, another Dragoon instead of Estinian. Just to, like, flesh things out a bit. Because if Estinian was the only, like, proper Dragoon we ever met, that'd probably be not the best, but I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Hi. You must be the adventurer whom Ewain sent word. Greetings and well met. I am Sir Alberic Bale, Knight of Ishgard. The Holy See is much obliged to your aid. Time being of the essence, I shall proceed straight to the heart of the matter. The eye, an Ishgardian relic of immeasurable worth, has been stolen, and we have reason to believe the culprit has come this way. So it is that we ask your assistance in its recovery. The thief has been identified as a man named Justinian, a dragoon sworn to the service of the Holy See. Ah, you heard true. The crime was perpetrated by one of our own, an individual in a position of trust and no little honor. You may be assured that a fate worse than death awaits him upon capture. My duties of the sea afford me little opportunity to travel far beyond the walls of Ishgard. I must confess to a grave ignorance of recent Gridanian affairs. I was told that a sentry by the name of Logedenrel? Logedenrel might have knowledge of routes off taken by Ishgardian fugitives. I would prefer to keep my identity a secret, and thus would have you gather what information you can from the man. You must act quickly. If you see, Justinian is... but I've already said too much. What matters is that we find our thief in the eye with all haste. When last sighted, Justinian was clad in black armor. Now go. Speak not a word of what I have told you to anyone. Okay. Wow, so this is like Estinian origin story almost. Hi. Rouse favored by Ishgardian fugitives. Now that's a question I don't hear every day. You're not plotting some unsavory act yourself, are you? Even if you were, I doubt you'd make it far. Anyway, we've caught a few fleeing to the North Shroud. What with Gridania being home to nearly as many Elders as Ishgard, it is no easy task to identify outsiders. If you're on the hunt for someone, you could do worse than to visit Florentel's spire in the North Shroud and speak with a man named Idristan. If any suspicious persons have crossed the border in recent days, he'd be the first to know. Okie dokie. Yeah, so this is like really, 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 really early Estinian. And like, Estinian just has the eye in Heavensward? God, this is such a weird quest to be doing now. Like, after I've been through the entirety of up to Endwalker and shit, and suddenly being like, hey, so this person named Estinian stole an eye. You're like... I'm sorry, did you say steal? Hail, adventurer. Yes, I'm the one tasked with monitoring those who would enter our lands by the way of Kurthus. An Ishgardian knight clad in black armor. No, I recall nothing of the sort. And such a striking visitor would be difficult to forget. My apologies, friend. I can only suggest that you return to Logandenrel and see if he has any other theories. Oh, okay. Ooh, we're still in the ARR questing, where it's like, talk to this person, now go and talk to this person, now go and talk to this person. It's like, I haven't done anything in the last 2 quests, please. Actually, I should check if I do not have gear I can put on. Nice. No luck, you say? Most curious. Why, it is not impossible that a fugitive could make it so far without being spied by Florentel's spire. Which leaves the possibility that your man is still in Ishgard. Once counter to good sense, would the fugitive not want to put a distance of grounds between him and his pursuers? But by the process of deduction, it is a possibility. The climes of Ishgard are not kind to drifters and vagabonds. That said, there has been talk of curious smoke wafting from a cave east of here at night. Right, I might begin my search there. Okay. Oh, yeah? Out here? With all the Ixal? I had this. Whoops. What does that do again? Oh, just increase damage. The Ishgard would resort to sending coin-starved adventurers after me. I know not whether to laugh or feel insulted. Aye, it rouses for another. Preposterous. Our paths shall cross again. You can be sure of it. Whoa, he just jumped into oblivion. Okay. Cool. Hey, Alberic, I found a Stydian. Dragoon clad in black? Oh, a dragoon clad in black, you say? Tell me all that transpired. By the fury, that the Eye would choose another. I had not thought it possible. In light of recent events, it would seem an explanation is in order. The Eye is no ordinary relic. It harbors the power of the dragon, which it bestows upon a single chosen soul, the strongest and wisest dragoon. He who is chosen is possessed of the power to fight our mortal foes, the dragons of Javania, on equal footing, soaring the firmament as if it were an extension of the land. That man is known as the Azure Dragoon. The Azure Dragoon is the light of hope for all Ishgardians, and the paragon of all dragoons. For this reason, you may imagine how it pains me to have to confess that the man you encountered, the thief, is none other than the Azure Dragoon, and that I was once his teacher. Wait, so the Eye chooses a person who you don with the title Azure Dragoon, but then Estinian stole the thing that chose him? Huh? Needless to say, I acknowledge myself accountable for Estinian's misdeeds, and mean to do all in my power to find him and recover the eye. But I cannot do this alone. I require your help, Rayan. You, who have received the power of the dragon. You may labor to believe it, but there can be no mistake. The soul of the dragoon I bear glows in your presence. Irrefutable proof that you are chosen. What I cannot explain, however, is the why of it. Never before in Ishgard's long history has the eye roused to more than one individual in a single generation. But it avails us naught to cudgel our brains about it. The fact of the matter is that you are now a vessel for the power of the dragon. That dragon lies yet in slumber, however, and you must needs possess the means to wake it, the soul of the dragoon. I would entrust you with mine, Rayan. Like Estinian, I once ruled the skies as the Azure Dragoon, although that power has since become lost to me. It was simply by force of habit that I have hitherto kept the soul upon my person. I have no inkling as to why the eye has seen fit to choose a second, and an outsider at that. Yet one thing is clear, none can challenge the Azure Dragoon and conceivably prevail save another Azure Dragoon. And you are the only hope of bringing Estinian to justice and reclaiming the eye. Of course, I do not ask that you do this unaided. I may be a Dragoon no more, but what knowledge I have, I shall gladly impart to you. For indeed, when the time comes that you must face the Azure Dragoon, not less than complete mastery over the power of the dragon will avail you. That a perilous road lies ahead of you, I shall not deny. Knowing this, if you would still lend me your lance, I will teach you to harness the power that has chosen you. Go forth, my young dragoon, and rouse the dragon within. I look forward to your return. 35. And we get the thing. Oh no, it's gonna mess up my fucking bars, isn't it? Let's see if I remember how to copy hotbars. Hang on. Actually, no, I'm just gonna Google it. I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up otherwise. FF14, copy hotbars. Hotbar from job. Is there any way to copy a hotbar to another class? Here we go. So there it goes. Fuck you. Oh, here we go. Hotbar. Copy. Lancer 1. Dragoon 1? Uh-huh. Yep. Let's just... 2... Hang on, I need to look at my HUD again. What's... Oh, 3 and 4. Okay. Same thing again, but 3... 3 and 4. There we go. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered that was a thing. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there, because my voice is getting a bit hoarse. Okay, this is not that... Hi. Answer a riddle for a prize. Actually, hold on. Okay, shoot. This is random. If you have me, you will want to share me. If you share me, you will no longer have me. What am I? A secret. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'll fucking take that. Well, anyway. Yeah, so... Fuck, this is so weird. I do have to wonder, because the law they've set up in terms of the eye choosing one person, it doesn't make sense for, like, a warrior of light to be a dragoon of more significance than a Estinian. And if they were, it would need to be, like, specifically kind of, like, hidden from people at Ishgard, or in Ishgard, and I suppose that does make sense given the political climate and the things that, like, lead up to Heavensward, because, like, if the fucking citizenry of Ishgard learnt that just, like, some random outsider became a fucking Azure Dragoon... What? Like, that's really strange. All things considered. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop that. Whoop. Yeah, so, like... Can I see pose here? Oh, fuck's sake. Wait for it. There we go. So yeah, like, I'm interested to see where this goes, because I can't think of... I can't think of many other job quests that have, like, this much of an intersection between the MSQ. There's some stuff with, like, Summoner in terms of, like, real background lore when it comes to, like, Bahamut and things like that, and Primals in general. But it's more like fluff and some, like, related but interesting lore. Like, you don't need it as a... It's not an essential supplement, nor does it really conflict with anything in the MSQ. So, like, when it comes down to, how the Dragoon questline is going to actually shake out, like... Knowing all of Heavensward and beyond, or knowing the entire MSQ story and beyond so far, and then coming back to see where Estinian got his start, or where Estinian first appears in the story at all, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that's kind of handled and where he ends up and why. Because, like, if the Eye has chosen the Warrior of Light as a Dragoon, to some degree, surely that means that Estinian's claim to the title of Azure Dragoon isn't, like... but the Eye... But then, like, Estinian still, like, controls the Eye, and, like, Nidhogg doesn't seek... Because, obviously, if there's a second Azure Dragoon, there's a second person that Nidhogg can try and take possession of, which obviously doesn't happen in the MSQ, because... Estinian is the one that needs to get captured by Nidhogg. Yeah, I'm really curious how they're gonna, like, go about this. Like, maybe there's a secondary title or something that's created, and so everyone can say, oh, okay, the Azure Dragoon, the, you know, hero Ishgard, blah, 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 but actually there's a secret second Dragoon that's actually really good as well. And it turns out that the Warrior of Light, so they're technically just insanely stronger than Estinian, but we're not going to talk about that at all in the MSQ, because that would upset things in Ishgard. Like, there is actually an interesting cover there of, like, no, don't destabilize Ishgard by telling them that there is, that, like, the Eyes could arbitrarily pick whoever they wanted this one time. Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how that plays out. It's a rare occurrence of, like, some side content directly and potentially conflicting with the MSQ and how that shakes out. Because, like, if the Warrior of Light went through Heavensward as a Dragoon, does that mean they were the Azure Dragoon? Could they have been possessed by Nidhogg, or potentially been a vector for Nidhogg's return, much like Estinian was? I never actually thought that it would be, like, this relevant to Estinian. Like, I thought he might, like, appear there as, like, oh, this is going to be your teacher in the next or in future expansions, but you're not going to learn from him just yet because he's too cool. But no, it's like, Estinian is actually, like, out on the lam, and you're tracking him down before you end up in Heaven's Wood and meeting him when he's, like, basically Emmerich's right-hand man. Like, yeah, that's gonna be cool. So, this weekend's all over the place. I have plans with friends, but I don't know if all of them are gonna come to fruition. And even then, like, some of them are already, like, potentially cancelled. I don't fucking know. And I'm gonna be honest, like, the last couple of weekends off have been good. But to some degree, I don't think I've actually, like, rested much. Because, like, I've had things on. I've had very busy weekends besides, like, things that have not been able to make me, or made me not stream. So, like, I don't know if I want to take this quiet and, you know, make sure I do stream, or, like, have another busy weekend, maybe stream once, and then just, that's kind of the go for now. Because I know DMC3 in particular, like, I couldn't do 2 streams of that in a row, but then again, that was with when I was doing Elden Ring as well, so, like, I don't know. Yeah, this weekend I'm going to just play it by ear. There's not going to be a schedule. I'll, like, think about what I'm going to do, and I'll probably do it impromptu. Roughly the same time I usually do on the weekend, but, yeah, I don't know. Then the coming week, regular stuff. I think we're back to raiding now, like, for good. So we're going to be doing more P7S progression. I still want to get into Hildebrand. The live letter is tomorrow, so they're probably going to announce, like, the 6.25 patch coming out in, like, a week or 2 from that date. Or the next Tuesday, the following Tuesday, or the Tuesday after that, because that's usually patch day. So I've got to get onto Hildebrand to get my relic weapons started. And I don't want to speed through it, and I want to do it on the stream, so I'm going to have to figure out when the fuck I'm going to do that. If anything, Hildebrand might be something I do, in place of anything. Like, if I just feel like, fuck it, I want to stream, it'll probably be Hildebrand to, like, get through it a lot. But it is rough on the voice, so, like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now. Is anyone on at the moment? Does not look like it. Alright, I think we're gonna end here then. No. Yeah. No one's streaming. Oh, well, that's a shame. Yeah, so, thank you very much for watching live or on the VODs. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day.